Hey, you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I almost forgot to flip my fan. Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available New Year's 2031, the album. Dad, shimmy, shimmy, hey, little thing, let me... Hey, little thing, let me light your candle, cause mama, I'm sure to handle now. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I am. Yes, I will. Like a bridge over troubled waters. I don't know why. I don't know what is going on with me. Why am I so silly today? Oh, my Lord. Okay, hold on. I need to get very, very serious here for a second. Hold on. Let me get pretty and put on my lip gloss. Let me get very, very serious here. Let me bake my lip gloss. Why am I so silly today? I just did my movie announcement for Peter's Movie Club. For those of you that don't know, I have 2 book clubs and a movie club. It's called Peter's Movie Club. That was genius, wasn't it? And it's over on my Peter Does Stuff channel, and every Friday I announce a new movie that we're watching for the week. It's a movie that, like, some movie from my past that I absolutely loved. And this week's movie is, like, one of my favorites of life. And then I just, over my Peter Watches TV channel, I just reviewed Palm Royale because my husband and I finished it last night. The first night we watched 6 episodes, and last night we watched 4 episodes. Then I watched the movie, The Man in the Moon, which was last week's movie. And then I started, Under the Bridge on Hulu. That I think my lip gloss needs a little bit more baking. Hold on. It's a Morphe lip gloss. No, it's not. I'm totally joking. It's a Morphe lip gloss, so it doesn't work very well. It needs a little bit more baking. Anyway, and then I started watching this show that my cousin recommended to me on Hulu called Under the Bridge. Oh my God, it is so good. I could have binge watched the whole thing last night. I literally could just spend my entire life binge watching TV shows, you know? I love it so much. I think I need a little bit more lip gloss. I baked too long. Should I just put some here and here? Anyway, on this honorable moment in history, I thought that we should revisit Lipstickgate 2019 of Jaclyn'S Hill. No, actually, so this was a video that I had on my list that I wanted to do, and then I kind of forgot. And I was like, oh, Lipstickgate is like coming and going. I forgot to do a video about it. And then I saw that Dustin Dailey had done this video about revisiting Lipstickgate. This video is not just about Lipstickgate, but it's a little bit about Lipstickgate. So anyway, I saw that Dustin Dailey had done this video about Lipstickgate, and it was like a reactionary video to it, you know, where he like watches the announcement and then reacts to it and all that kind of stuff. I love those videos so much. So I was talking to Dustin Dailey earlier today, and he said, he was like, girl, he was like, you need to do these videos, these reaction videos. He's like, your people would love that over there. He was like, as much as you like talk about all this kind of stuff, he's like, they would love if you like watched a video and did a reaction to it. And he was telling me about this program that he used. Okay, so let me just tell you about my back and forth with my book club partner Mel last night. Okay, let's get into this real quick. Actually, we text all the time, but this is in DMs on Instagram, okay? Because she posts these things. Have you all seen these things where it's like, it's a list of things, and then it's like, do you like TV or books? And then you pick one. And it's like, do you like day or night? And then you pick one, right? And they like check them off. And then it's like, it'll say like, do your favorites? Okay, so I have tried, like, I lack no technological skills whatsoever, okay? So I'm so confused about this stuff. I can't tell you how many times I have tried to do those checklists, okay? Like, do you like murders or do you like romances? I have tried to do those little checklists on Instagram so many times. My friend Mel, she posts like 5 a day, okay? And I'm like, I love reading them. I'm like, oh, she likes pasta over steak? Who knew? Yeah, I love reading those. Oh my God, they're like Q&As. These are like the new Q&As of 2024, those like little checklist things that people do. Do you see them on the Instagram? You know what I'm talking about? But to save them, okay, and then check them off myself, I can't figure that out, okay? I am too stupid for all that kind of stuff. So this was our back and forth. So this was on, hold on a second, this is on her thing right here, things that she said she don't eat, okay? She don't eat sushi, she don't eat fish, she don't eat goat. Who eats goat, girl? She don't eat olives. It's on here, so She don't eat eggplant, and she don't eat shrimp. She and I don't like the fish at all together. Oh, chocolate. I love chocolate. Sounds so good. I said, girl, I love that you are obsessed with these checklists, but I am so dumb. I don't even know how to copy them and put them back up, LOL. She's so serious with me, okay? She said, it's actually super easy. Tap add yours, take a photo like you're posting to IG, and then use the squiggle at the top to mark on it. It took me a second to figure out, too. And I said, girl, I tried. She goes, you ready? It's how you talk to a real friend, okay? She goes, oh, well. I said, LOL, girl, I am dumb. And she said, just have Alex show you. That's what everybody says to me. Just have Alex show you. Alex gets it. Just have Alex show you, okay? So anyway, what was I saying about that? Oh, so Dustin Daly, he told me, he's like, so I was using this one program. He was like, but then I, found out about this other program, and the program's called DFC or something like that, which I thought was like, Division of Family Services or something like that. I was like, what are you talking about? I thought that was the Division of Family Services. He's like, no, girl, it says you can watch a video back and react to it and record the whole thing. All you have to do is sit in front of your computer. And I was like, girl, I film videos in my bedroom. Like, now I got to get a whole new setup. And he starts laughing at me. He's like, girl, all you have to do is have your computer. You can put your computer up in your bedroom. And I'm like, thinking to myself, I've got this much, you guys can't see it, okay, because you're tucked up against, between the bed, the behind the bed and the wall, and I'm like, where's my computer gonna sit up here? Like, I guess it could sit right here. And I'm like, okay, I go, so how do I, he goes, well, what you do is you start, and I go, no, girl. I go, this is a whole tutorial. Like, this is a whole separate phone call that I'm going to have to call you at like 10 o'clock at night. I'm going to sit in front of the computer. You're going to teach me all this stuff. And we're going to have 4 more. He's just laughing at me the whole time. Everybody that knows me knows that I am so dumb with this shit, okay? You know when I insert pictures into my videos? Okay, do you remember I started doing that like 4 years ago? Y'all can thank Rich Lux, okay? Because he was the one that actually taught me how to insert a picture in here. He was laughing at me. He's like, okay, you go to iMovie, this is what you do. I was like, girl, you need to slow down. I don't understand this stuff, right? Dustin Daly is the reason why you do not see me going over to my camera and hitting start and hitting end, because I learned how to trim a video. That's as good as you get on editing on my videos. And you know what? Don't nobody care. They don't. I am of the old school days of like Glozell Green, when Glozell Green would literally just like turn on a camera and she would read like Kesha lyrics. I mean, she's a little bit more talented than me. I think we can give Glozell Green that credit. But she would like literally like just reach over and like start reading, Kesha lyrics on the screen, and I was just like, how laughing. I did not care that she was in the darkest room in the world. You could hardly see her except for the light of the computer. I did not care, okay? I didn't care about what the editing and the lighting of all those people, but now I feel like people kind of care about that stuff. Do I need to learn about all the editing? So anyway, if y'all want to see me do reaction videos where like I watch a video and I respond to it, this is the thing though, right? Like, Dustin did like a reaction video. It's very interesting. Go watch it. He did a reaction video to like Jaclyn Hill announcing her videos or lipsticks in 2019, all that kind of stuff, right? I don't think like, in all honesty, I mean, I don't know that I need to see that video again. Not Dustin's, Jaclyn Hill's, you know what I mean? I'm like, I think the commentary is hilarious on it. I love the commentary. So if y'all want to see me do commentary videos, like reacting to videos, let me know. And Dustin, I'm sure, will be a great tutor to teach me how to do that kind of stuff. He's taught me most of what I know on YouTube, as have my other colleagues in the drama channel. Because they felt so bad for me, they helped me through the years. I've helped them too. I send them tea constantly. So anyway, why is it that I'm like the oldest drama channel and I'm sometimes the first one that sees stuff? But the stuff I see anymore, nobody cares about. So anyway, I need a little bit more lip gloss. Oh my god, I don't have so much on. I'm going to be sliding through this video. Anyway, hold on a second. I need to bake it a little bit longer. Because I'm a beauty guru. I don't think that those would be the videos that I would do reactions to, though. I would probably do, like, reactions to, like, Tamra from the Real Housewives of Orange County go, and that's my opinion, or Lisa Rinna at the infamous dinner in Amsterdam going, don't talk about my husband. That would probably be the reaction videos that I would do. Or Thumbelina the squirrel. Oh my god, I would love to do reaction videos to her. Oh my god, look at little Thumbelina. Those would be the reaction videos I do. I know that's not really what people want to see. People want to see reaction. Put in the comment section below what reaction videos you want me to do, if you want me to do that. I can figure it out. I play dumb like I'm not that smart. All that like that you just saw was a joke. Now they really did help me with that stuff, but it really takes me like that quick to learn it. I'm not that slow. I'm not that stupid. I can catch on pretty quick to stuff. In fact, most of what I've learned in the world, I've learned from YouTube because I just like look up a YouTube video and I'm like, the other day, okay, our thermostat was not working in our house. I thought we were gonna have to get a whole new air conditioner, all that kind of stuff. And I got on the YouTube and I was like texting and I was like, Honeywell temperature gauge, blah, 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 how do you fix it? 2-minute video. That air conditioning was going again. I had changed filters. I had relit things. I had the whole thing figured out. You better just call me macho, man, because I am. But anyway, so now I can figure stuff out. I like literally, I only need one lesson. But anyway, so if y'all want to see that, put that in the comment section below. But I noticed that he had done this video, and I kind of had, like, I was going to do this whole series around Return to Dramageddon at the time that, like, the anniversary of Dramageddon, but I was like, I'm going to wait till one of them come out and say something, because Jeffree Star and Toddy Westbrook, they're going to say something real soon, so I'll just wait to revisit that, because I didn't want to revisit it then, and then when they come out and do something, revisit it again, right? And so I was like, okay, and then I was going to do this whole history lesson of Lipstickgate, and I was kind of like, well, who cares? You know what I mean? And then I watched Justin's video, and I was like, I care. I care. I love this, right? So this was at the same time that somebody had sent me the information about Jaclyn Hill and the comment that I talked about the other day about Michaela Nogueira that she had come out and she had like got this Birkin by this this Korean brand of cosmetics called Churcher and things like that. And so anyway, she had come out and she had like gotten this free Birkin, and Cody had got this a Gucci sweatshirt and all this kind of stuff, right? And so I made this whole video where Jaclyn Hill, she made a comment on one of her TikToks because she was showing it, and somebody was like, oh, you're trying to get a Birkin? And she commented underneath there, and she said, no, that's safe for Michaela. Okay, it was shade. It was shade, girl. She was being shady. It's so interesting to me because back in the day, like, Michaela was somebody that constantly shout out Jaclyn Hill. Like, she, like, looked up to Jaclyn. You know, people would say that Jaclyn had kind of been her mentor and something, and all this kind of stuff. Something happened through the years. You can never find it out by Jaclyn Hill. Jaclyn Hill could hate somebody with all of her heart, and she would never unfollow them on Instagram. She's not that person. You know, all these other people, like, this is a truism, okay, on, like, drama and, like, the beauty influencer space. Through the years, like, with Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson still follows me everywhere, so that's not true of Jeffree. He just don't care about social media. I think that's what it is about. I don't think he cares that deeply. I honestly don't. I just don't think Jeffree Star cares that deeply. But with, like, Trisha Paytas, I mean, she's not really in the beauty sphere, but, like, Manny MUA, Laura Lee, all those people back in the day, James Charles, like, if they didn't like somebody, they had a falling out, they would unfollow them with quickness, and that's how you knew. We would make videos, and we'd say, oh, James Charles unfollowed Jeffree Star, and it'd get 100,000 views, and people really cared, right? So that's how you could find out. But Jaclyn Hill, she don't unfollow anybody, okay? She could literally have the biggest hate boner for somebody, and she would still follow them. So you can't tell by her follow list. I mean, she done blocked me, but I can go in her side account, all this kind of stuff. She thinks she got me blocked over there. I don't really know why she thinks this. People say all this kind of stuff like, oh, if you block somebody, here I'm going into my Instagram right now. If you block somebody, it blocks them from all of your accounts and all this kind of stuff and blah, 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 whatever. Here she is right here. Oh, I just pulled her. What? No, girl, that's not true. That's why people are like, why don't you block all these people and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, why would I block all these people? Because they already have 15 accounts, and they're going to see me on one account. It's, like, rather pointless, okay? Unless you're sending a message. So I think Jaclyn Hill was kind of sending a message to me is really what she was doing. But I can still see her. Jeffree Star's got me blocked on... Jeffree Star's got me blocked on Instagram, but not on Twitter or anywhere else, which is so weird. But anyway, so I guess... Well, Jaclyn Hill, a couple years, like, she blocked all the drama channels. So she's got us all blocked because she don't want to see in her stories and all kind of stuff. But, girl, I didn't see it. So you ain't got no stories up today of affiliate links you're not linking. So anyway, so she comes out with this thing. Well, then somebody sends me this picture, okay, of Jaclyn Hill on her Instagram story. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up. She pulls, oh, I got all this, look, I got all this Gypsy Rose Blanchard stuff of her coming out and talking about she never realized when she was in prison that people even knew what her name was. Really, girl, while you were working with Lifetime, making a movie about your life, you didn't know that anybody knew who you were, girl. While you were having all those phone calls. Oh, and guess who posted this? Lifetime TV. Okay, girl. Well, that's another lie. Oh, this girl, she got these Veneers. Oh, my God. I was going to do a whole video about this. She got these Veneers. Did you guys see this? Okay. They're like $1,000, but you like, you know, they're not real Veneers. They're like, back in the day, what we call them with pageants back in the day? Flippers. They're like flippers that you put in your mouth. this is the kind of stuff that I screenshot, right? I was like, I'm going to review this for my review channel. You like get a mold sent to you. You like do the mold and then you send it back and they send you veneers, right? Now I wouldn't probably really wear them at all and stuff like that. Because did you watch 90 Day Fiancé? Did you see that one guy? It was Melissa. It was her fiance that he got out and he got all new teeth. And he was real embarrassed of it and said they didn't fit in his mouth and things like that. And every time he'd smile, she'd laugh at him and stuff like that. That's kind of what I think some of these veneers kind of look like and stuff like that. Listen, I used to back in the day, I said, I'm getting all my teeth ripped out. I'm getting veneers. I've kind of changed my mind over time and things like that. But listen, if they're done right, I love a good veneer. Okay, I do. A perfect smile like that, I wish I had one like that. That's why I smile like this. That's why you don't get a big teethy grin. Like, I mean, no. Okay, my teeth ain't pretty. Okay. Trust me, you see this stuff happen through the years, okay? You watch and you like see all these people that get their teeth done through the years. So I was like, okay, I'm going to review these. What is my neighbor texting me about? Hold on just a second. This might be something important. Hold on a second. Okay. It's about this. Okay, so my neighbors are so neighborly. They're always like watching out for us and stuff. We're getting our roofs done. That's what he was texting me about. We're getting our roofs done. And so I don't know what day they're going to be doing our house because they're not sending. So that's going to be a day that I don't film no videos because it's like, So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I was talking about receipts and things like that. Okay, so somebody sent me this thing about, where is it at? Somebody sent me this thing. Oh, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Okay, this gal. She's real sweet. But anyway, I was going to buy these teeth. They're $1,000. I ain't doing no review of $1,000. Okay, I don't know who you think I am. James Charles getting $1,000, $5,000 Tiffany and Cartier and all those people. What are they called? Mystery boxes or Christmas boxes and things like that. Where is this picture somebody sent me? I know I saved it. Hold on a second. Where is this? Somebody sent me. Okay, I got some questions. Here, here's the picture. We'll talk about that in just a second. Okay, I haven't made a long video in a while. None of this battery's going to die because I got 2 videos sitting up on this battery already. So, let me answer some of these questions. Somebody said, this girl, Katie. Hey, Katie, how are you, girl? She asked me like 15 questions at the last minute on my Q&A to get in. So, I'm going to answer them now. Real quick, we'll just answer them. Would you ever quit YouTube? No, I'm not going to ever quit YouTube. But I will tell you this. I'm loving my TV channel so much that I'm thinking about posting over there like twice a day. I'm loving that TV channel. I'm having so much fun over there. So, yeah. But I'm never going to quit YouTube, and I'll probably never quit this channel. Let me see. Do you think James Charles is aware he's essentially do you think he justifies that? I know he justifies that because I've heard that from other people. And no, I don't think that he really thinks that he is. Who's more annoying, Jeffrey or Shane Dawson, Toddy or James Charles? Well, James Charles, definitely. In all honesty, like, okay, Jeffrey's like a character for me. Like, when I watch his videos, I'm taking out, like, all their problematic past, okay? I'm taking all their problematic past out and just, like, their personalities, right? So this is just how I feel about it. James Charles, for me, like, hey, sisters! Like, it's just too much, right? And I know my personality is too much for people, okay? I know that people don't like how I talk or my voice or whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's just who they are, okay? I know people don't like me flipping a fan, putting on lip gloss and all that kind of stuff. Although, when I was talking about Stevie Nicks and I was crying, and I guess I stopped halfway through, I didn't even realize it, and put on lip gloss, and so many people commented and said, Peter is so real for mid-cry putting on lip gloss. I mean, in that moment, you got the real Peter. Like, that is literally like me, okay? Having a good lunch with my good Judy, and like, she's sitting there telling me some story about how her boyfriend broke up with her. We were both crying, and I'm like, girl, I know. Do I look okay? So anyway, so here's the thing, okay? Like, I think people think, like, I really hate these people. James Charles is just like, okay, one of the things I've realized recently with James Charles is, I mean, I've known this for a long time, but, like, when I would talk or interact with James Charles back in the day, like, he really, like, I don't think he was really smart enough at that time to know that he was, like, playing all of us. And so he would say things like, I mean, he really acted like he was asking us for our advice and our help. Like, he really did. I mean, this was prior to all the shit that went down, right? None of us were talking to him at that time. So, that I'm aware of. So anyway, but now when I see him, and I kind of feel like him, like, never, like, like never having to, like, he got away with all that, kind of has, I mean, he's always been arrogant, right? Has kind of added to that arrogance. And so, and like I said, I'm taking away all of the, like, the problematic stuff of these people, right? But like James Charles, just to me, like, even when I see him interact with his friends, I'm like, if I were your friend, I wouldn't want you to talk to me that way. Like, I don't think he talks to his friends very nicely and stuff like that. So he probably is the most annoying to me. Having met Shane Dawson, like, in person, like, the character of Shane Dawson in camera, I know that a lot of people like. I don't love all that. Like, this is the kind of conversation that I like to have. This was the kind of conversation I had with Shane Dawson. That Shane Dawson, I enjoyed that Shane Dawson. That very real Shane Dawson. I've said in videos for a long time, if he would display more of that in videos, and I think that what's interesting is, when he does his conspiracy videos, it's not like always, I mean, sometimes it is, like when he's like, you know, slurping a noodle or something like that, or, you know, doing some kind of jokey routine. But when he's talking about the conspiracies, you get that Shane Dawson. People love that Shane Dawson. I've said this for years. Like, if Shane Dawson would show who he really is this very, like, I mean, he is like, he really thinks things through. If he would show that on camera, I think he's afraid of showing that, because he's been this character for so long that, like, if he comes out and he's, like, really himself, I think he's afraid that people won't know what to do with that. I think people are always constantly, you know, afraid of, like, changing it up and stuff like that. So, like, for me, Shane Dawson's probably, well, Toddy, I don't really know that well. I mean, I've talked to Toddy a few times, but, like, the other three, I mean, I've talked to I used to talk to a lot in the past. Toddy, I haven't really talked to that much. Toddy's not really that annoying to me. Taking out the past, okay? Because, like, and her just in a video, I think I like Toddy. I like her when she does, like, reviews and things like that. I like that Toddy. Jeffree Star is, like, always so, like, affected on character. But I will say this, like, when you talk to him on the phone, he makes you feel like you're the most important person in the room. Like, he does do that. Like, I understand now why he was so good at getting so many people on his side through the years, because he does a very good job of making you feel like you're the most important person in the room at that moment, right? The most real, I would say, out of all of them, I feel like a lot, okay, James Charles, I feel like it's all an act. I feel like Jeffree Star is all an act. I feel like Toddy Westbrook, I don't feel like I know her well enough. Shane Dawson, I think, is the most real, if you want to know the truth. That's what I think. But I don't think on camera. I think that's the problem, is I think off camera he's a completely different person, you know? I think if he was more of himself on camera, I think people would really like that and relate to that. I've always said, if he just got on video and was just like, hey, listen, you guys, I fucked up, right? Like, I fucked up royally. You know, let me talk about it. I think it would have saved his career in a way. I mean, he's still getting millions of views. He's doing fine. But I think it would have saved his career in a way that, like, he could have gone on. I think he's afraid to do, like, these investigative documentary series, because he's like, who am I to call somebody out and whatever. I mean, like, this is the thing, right? Like, people think I hate these people so much. I really don't, okay? Like, I know people want to believe that, because people have so much love for these people that they think I hate them, okay? If I had been Shane Dawson in that situation, okay, and hindsight's 20/20, but I've said this from the very beginning, I would have come out and made a video, and I would have said, I would have done like a 3-part series, or 2 parts, I would just put it all in one video, and talked about the humor at that time, and the humor today, and how, even though it wasn't appropriate, like, I just watched The Hack Season 3, and they talk about this, okay? They talk about our jokes from 20 years ago, and how they're offensive today, but 20 years ago, even though they were offensive, that was what people in comedy were doing. And she won't apologize for this joke, and she has this younger writer, and she's like, well, this video did not turn into the Jaclyn Hill video that I thought it was going to be. But anyway, so this is more interesting to me anyway, if you want to know, than Jaclyn Hill trying to get a Birkin. So she is like, I'm not going to apologize for a joke. Comedians don't apologize for jokes. And her writer is like younger, and she's like, you have a right to not want to apologize for a joke, and they have a right to be upset about the joke that you made. And it's like this very learning. It reminded me so much of the Coley Ballinger situation. And so there's a scene in Hacks Season 3. Hacks is with Jean Smart. She plays like an aging comedian that's like on the rise. Like, she tries to reinvent her career with this younger writer. And so she's at I think it's Stanford University, and like all these people are going to protest her because of these joke reels that come out. It's very similar to what happened with like Colleen Ballinger, like her past videos, Shane Dawson, his past videos, and things like that. Well, she goes to this thing, this town meeting, and she sits there, and she, like, says something, and she goes, I think I need to just listen. And it's this learning moment where she listens to what everybody has to say, and she takes it in, and she learns, and she grows from it. Like, Shane Dawson and Colleen Ballinger never gave their audience that opportunity, right? Just to say what they had to say, and then listen to it and say, I heard what you had to say. Like, that's a really valuable moment. You know, in the movie Bowling for Columbine, which is not one of the greatest movies ever, but I did love it at the time, Marilyn Manson, because a lot of his music was being accused of that. They asked Marilyn Manson, yes, I know Marilyn Manson is extremely problematic. I understand that, okay? But at that time, in that documentary, they asked him, they said, what would you do if what would you say to these kids if they came to you and were talking to you about all this kind of stuff? Basically talking about troubled kids. And he said, I wouldn't say anything. I would just sit there and listen or something to that. And I thought, God, that's so powerful, right? Like, we don't listen to people enough. I think Shane Dawson could have completely turned his career around that quickly. I think he still had it. I think he still does have it. I think he's afraid to do this. I think he could have done a video and talked about who he was back then, explained that, made no excuses for it, and said it wasn't appropriate then. It felt appropriate, but it wasn't, and you guys have every right to be upset with me. Take full accountability, apologize, say he's going to be a different person moving forward, demonstrate that he's a different person moving forward, and turn around and continue to do those investigative documentary series. I think people would have lived for it. I think he would still be getting 10 to 20 million views a video. I truly do. I truly, truly do. I think that his inability to sit down, because I think that there's a lot of fear with Shane Dawson. Shane and I are, you know, like, I don't have the talent that Shane has, and I don't have all this that Shane has in the following. He's worked very, very hard, right? But a lot of, like, the fear of his confronting situations, or, like, him not wanting to deal with situations or whatever, like, I do relate to that a lot, right? Like, I see that in him. I mean, Shane's never going to call me up and whatever, and if he does, he can pay me for my advice, because, like I said that since Raw Beauty Christie. But, you know, no, that's some free advice. If I were Shane Dawson, in all honesty, I would just get down in a video and be like, let's just have it out, right? Like, and literally reach over, and I've said this for years with other people, just reach over, record it, and be like, I just want to talk to you guys. Like, I fucked up, right? Like, and you have a right to be upset with me, and I've lost a lot of people. That really meant a lot to me. I do think Shane Dawson is somebody that really cared about his career, really cared about the people that liked him, you know? And so, I don't know, like, I've seen it ebb and flow. There's times where I'm just like, I don't think he cared about any of it, and there's other times where I'm like, I witnessed him, like, taking a picture with a kid in Las Vegas whose dad is asking him to, and Shane Dawson in that moment is not that goofy, funny. He's very real and very endearing to this kid, you know? It's like, show the world that side of yourself, Shane. You know, people would love that, I think. So, he's probably, I mean, I don't know. Okay, so I don't even consider him really annoying. Most annoying beauty guru. The most annoying YouTuber for me right now, in all honesty, is Janiel. Okay, Janiel. Since Joey Graceffa and Daniel Prada have been broken up for 16 years, and they continue to want to make videos together all the time and feed off of each other's careers. Oh, excuse me, like Connor Francis said, Daniel Prada feeding off of Joey Graceffa's career because he wouldn't have one without Joey Graceffa, which is what Connor Francis said, so I feel like I can say it in a video, and I've been saying it for years anyway. Since they want to do all these videos together since they've been broken up, people are like, well, they can stay, it's weird, you guys, okay, because they were never in a real relationship, and you can see it. It was a completely contractual business relationship. You can see it for everybody that wants to believe it, okay? So, whatever. And let's just say if it was real, okay? If it was real, then they should both go on and do their own thing. Like, why they have this need to constantly be together. If you love each other that much, then, like, work through things. They never worked through any kind of counseling to stay together. They never came out and said that. They never did any therapy. So you guys break up. I mean, people ask me about this. Like, look at the optics. Like, they just one day said, we just decided that we didn't want to be together. We're better as friends. Like, but then there are people that say the best relationships are ones that are built on friendships. So what happened? Because you guys never came out and talked about that, and you don't owe that to us, but did you go to therapy? Did you go to counseling? Did you try to work through it? I'm not saying that you have to, right? But now you're using that relationship for views. So if you're going to use it for views, don't you feel like your audience? I don't care, okay? Like, do you? I already know the truth. But, like, don't you feel like your audience deserves to know some, like, behind there? Or is it just like y'all got enough bank off of it, and so you just went and Daniel decided I'm done acting like we're living together, and so I'm going to go get my own house, right? They are so annoying to me, and they have reached this pinnacle where they feel like they can say anything and get away with it, right? When Joey Graceffa and Daniel Prada are two of the people that are extremely problematic by who they support out there, and people don't seem to have an issue with it, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, what's the other one? Would you ever get a cat? Well, first of all, I'm allergic to cats. My husband's like deathly allergic to cats. I wouldn't not get a cat. I would get a cat if I, if Alex wasn't allergic to cats and he was like, I want a kitten, I would be like, okay, let's get a kitten or let's get a rescue cat or whatever. I mean, if he really wanted to, I would do it for him. I would probably not get one on my own. I'm just such a dog person. There's enough people out there that love cats. I love dogs, whatever. But if my husband really wanted to get a cat, I would get a cat. So that would be the only situation that I would get a cat. Are you interested in drama outside the beauty community? Yes. But let's talk about the beauty community. So, where am I at on time? Oh, this is going to stop in about 30 seconds, so hold on. I can't believe I'm at 30 minutes already. Okay, so, somebody sent me this picture that Jaclyn Hill posted. Let me get to it real quick. Where's it at? And the picture is, it was on, I'll put it up here somewhere. It was on Jaclyn Hill's, Instagram story, and she said, my new favorite foundation is on sale today. If you haven't tried this stuff yet, it's incredible, okay? Which is interesting because it says Cheer, I guess is what it's called. Jaclyn Hill, it's her favorite foundation, and if you go watch that original TikTok where she shouts it out to get a Birkin, she can't even pronounce it. She says in there, I don't know how to pronounce it. People are trying to correct me in my comment section out of defense for Jaclyn Hill. You need to go over to Jaclyn Hill's TikTok and correct her. She says, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Your favorite foundation, girl, you don't even know how to pronounce? You don't? What's interesting to me about this is that, so she says this on here, but then she links it with a non-disclosed affiliate link to Amazon, okay? You don't even link it to their website, girl. You link it to your Amazon, so you make money off this, okay? Now, this is the thing. People think that she's doing all this to get a Birkin, okay? I don't think that. I said it the other day because a lot of people were feeding into it and whatever. But I've thought about this for a couple days, okay? I need a little bit more lip gloss as I get into this, but I've thought about this for a couple days, okay? I don't think that Jaclyn Hill is doing this for a Birkin. Have you seen Jaclyn Hill's closet? She's got like 30 Birkins, okay? She don't need some Birkin, okay? That Birkin was not pretty, okay? I mean, first of all, it was a Birkin. It was a brown Birkin. It was just whatever, right? I don't love Birkins anyway, but if you're gonna get one, okay, get one that's maybe one of a kind or do something different to it or whatever, right? So anyway, hey, and congratulations for Michaela for doing a non-disclosed sponsorship, and then getting away with it time and time again, and then after you get away with it time and time again, the day is going to come for Michaela Nogueira where she's going to pay the piper. I'm just going to tell you that right now. The day is going to come. She has done this so long, and there are people that are watching this and documenting this behind the scenes. I mean, like when Jaclyn Hill was getting in stuff like years ago, I knew people that were like hired researchers for drama channels that had literally I'm talking like 4 to 5, 6 notebooks filled where they had watched every Jaclyn Hill video and every lie and documented it. There are people that are doing that I know for a fact. Not me. People think that I am such a hater of all these people. Y'all think I have the time and energy for this? There are people out there right now that I'm telling you that are literally watching every Michaela TikTok, every Michaela video, everything that she's doing, and they are documenting the lies, the non-disclosures. People send this stuff to me. They're like, Michaela Nogueira has not documented affiliate codes this many times. They'll send me that stuff, right? I don't ever make videos about it. I'm like, no, okay. I've talked about this with Jaclyn. I've talked about that. I've never gotten into a video and said, Jaclyn has this amount. I mean, maybe on a video, I'll count through the videos, but I've never gone to that extent of research. There are people out there that are doing that have told me that they've contacted the FTC. The FTC was moving its way from Bitcoin, okay, over to influencers. They're now starting to work on influencers, but the first influencers they were working on were Bitcoin TikTokers and Bitcoin Instagrammers. Those people have been charged a lot of money, okay? They're now moving into the area. This is this is what I've been told behind the scenes by attorneys that are working on this, okay? Is that they're moving into the area of non-disclosures by the FTC, okay? Or the non-disclosures by influencers of the FTC, and that includes affiliate links and sponsorships, okay? Amazon just sent out another, a message, email, saying, you guys need to tighten down about this. That means that Amazon got a notice about it, okay? If Amazon is getting notices from the FTC, that means that the FTC is getting ready to start doing this. If the FTC is going to start doing something, and people have already been sending Jaclyn Hill's information, I haven't. I have never done that. I've never done that about another influencer. I've never called on any influencer to try to get a sponsorship taken away or whatever. I would never do that, okay? Period, end of story. I think that's shady boots down. But people have, and people have let me know that they have, okay? And I've never co-signed it by sending a smiley face or you go girl or any of that kind of stuff, okay? Because when people are leaving horrific shit in the comments of your videos or DMing you that stuff and you co-sign it, you're part of that. I just want to make that very, very clear. You have co-signed that 100%, okay? Let's just be clear about that. So I have never fully endorsed that kind of stuff. People have said that to me all the time. Hey, listen, I'm going to do this or I'm going to report Jaclyn. I cannot tell you how many people have told me that they've reported Jaclyn Hill. If that many people have reported Jaclyn Hill, at some point the FTC is going to look into it, okay? The companies that she is doing and Amazon, all this kind of stuff could be fined, okay? Michaela Nogueira is the same way. You're not talking about a $5,000 fine. You're not talking about a $10,000 fine. You're talking about millions of dollars these people are being fined, okay? Before they did Bitcoin, the FTC was fining people that were doing like vitamin supplements and things like that, right? And they were doing sponsorships and they were non-disclosing it, all right? So I get all these all the time. I'm like, I just delete them immediately. I'm like, I would never do that. First of all, I don't even know what you're talking about, okay? But they were getting fined like high amounts of money, like millions of dollars, okay? The influencers and the companies that were sponsoring them. So yes, the day is going to come when these people have to pay the piper for what they've been doing for years and years and years. You know, it's kind of the same thing with, this is the thing you have to remember, right? When you take people like Jaclyn Hill or James Charles or Michaela Nogueira or any of these people, right? Like, Jeffree Star has had a lot of problems in his past, but people like want to wonder like, well, he's been this like great businessman and stuff like that. What people forget is that Jeffree Star, I mean, I think they remember it, but they don't apply it, is that Jeffree Star, before he was a beauty influencer, had a thriving career as a musician off of MySpace, which was hard to do at that time, and turned it into a world touring Warped Tour brand. He was a musician, he was a brand before he ever came on YouTube, okay? He knows the business of how to develop a brand, how to protect himself, how to do these things, okay? Jaclyn Hill was working at the Mac counter. Michaela Nogueira was working at Ulta or Mac or something like that, right? James Charles, was in his bedroom on his computer doing God knows what. Manny MUA was working at a Mac counter. None of these people, like, have business sense, right? So they think, like, by what's been taught to them. So when somebody wants to bring up James Charles and say, do you think that he knows he's gotten away with this? Well, as a business lesson, it's like, if I got away with this, if you know this from business, okay? People that are very powerful in business, they think if I got away with this, it's like, give an inch, take a mile. They're going to take a mile. Well, the more that Jaclyn Hill, Michaela Nogueira, all these other people that are non-disclosing affiliate links and sponsorships feel like they can get away with it. It's why Toddy Westbrook started doing it. She didn't used to, but she started to. And the reason why is because Toddy thought, if everybody else is going to do it, I'm going to do it too, okay? She had been a smart businesswoman until that point. So that you have all these people that are doing it because they think we're never going to get caught, we're going to get caught. The day is going to come, okay? I think the biggest thing I think the next Dramageddon is going to be all these beauty influencers having, and I'm not clapping, I'm saying one after another, okay? They're all going to get fined huge sums of money, and you're going to see their platforms totally change. Because TikTok, YouTube, Instagram is going to have to take action, okay? If they are using those platforms to scam people and not disclose appropriately, when that's in their guidelines, you have to do that on these platforms. Instagram says that. TikTok says that. YouTube says that you have to disclose appropriately. Amazon says that. It's going to be a huge thing. The day that FTC decides to rain down on this, it's going to be a huge, huge, huge day, okay? So, this is what I think, okay? I don't think Jaclyn Hill cares about getting a Birkin from this church or brand. I don't even think she cares about going to Korea. I think she is out in California enjoying her good life, okay, in her new home, and she is out there with Jordan, who is, like, pursuing his career of being a chef, and I congratulate them on that, okay? What I don't congratulate her on is continuing to not disclose affiliate links. Like, this is a perfect example, okay? Here it is, right here, Amazon. I don't know if you can see, well, you can't see because I don't turn it down, but anyway, Amazon, right here. It's not disclosed, okay? There are so many people out there that are putting affiliate link right underneath it, okay? Or link. Ad, putting it right underneath there. She still can't do it as many times as she's been called out. So when I looked at this, it was interesting to me. I was like, why doesn't she just link it to the brand? Like if she wanted a And she could use Art Style and link it to the brand. Art Style is another linking program, and she can still make money. So she must get a higher percentage on Amazon if she's going to sell this, because if she linked it to the brand and she sold a lot of the brand, which is what, unless this Amazon link is like, are they just an Amazon store? I don't think they are. Maybe they are. But let me look this up, this Churcher brand, really quick, because I want to make sure that I'm not saying this incorrectly. Churcher, let's look up the brand, because if they have a direct website that you can order from, oh no, it says on here Amazon. Maybe they are just an Amazon website. Are they just an Amazon website? Cushion Churcher Amazon official site. Okay, so if that's the case, then she is sending them traffic. But at the same time, she's sending them traffic, but she's also making money off her affiliate links, so it's a double win for them. Oh, that's interesting that she's doing it that way, because then they're making money, she's driving them traffic, and she's getting money as well. I don't think she cares, okay, I don't think she cares about the Birkin. I think what she's watching is that the Churcher brand is going viral because people are doing these videos like Michaela. Michaela gets a viral video off of doing this tier, I guess it's called, tier brand, and then she gets sent to Korea. I don't think Jaclyn Hill really cares about the Birkin or going to Korea. I really don't. I think she wants a viral video. I think she wants a brand to notice her. And I think she knows that if I'm linking it to tier and tier notices me and tier does this, then it's going to bring me more attention. Tier is hot right now. I should shout tier out. I think she is such an opportunist. I think that's what she's about. Jaclyn Hill has always connected herself to whoever is the hottest person at that moment, and not very well. She's always usually a month or two late on that, which is why she wasn't the first person to do this review. She was like the 5th person to do this review and getting attention off of it. I don't think it's about the Berber, or the Berber. I don't think it's about the Churcher Berber. I don't think it's about the Birkin for her. I think it's about the attention. I think it's her wanting a viral video, right? You know, and when you go back and you look, and I was reading this article today from, hold on a second, I think it's Refinery 29. Is that what it's called? Refinery 29. Everything you need to know about the Jaclyn Hill lipstick drama from June 30th of 2019, the day after my birthday. And it goes on and says, after a month-long hiatus, Jaclyn Hill has returned to YouTube with her first video since she created production and refunded sales of her Jaclyn's cosmetics. This video might be the biggest mistake in my career, but that's okay. You know, and then she goes on, and this is the thing with Jaclyn is that she puts something out there and she brings it back. Like, this is the biggest mistake I made, and then she's making jokes about it. Then it's nothing to laugh about. Now I'm finally at a point that I can laugh about it. Then she's in a video just 2 weeks ago in a car, and she's like, the failure of the makeup brand was so devastating to me that I can't do makeup anymore, and I just don't have a love of makeup the way that I did, right? She's using the downfall of her brand that she never owned. It was never her brand. She was never the CEO of that brand. She completely lied about that. Has never come out and been honest about it. This is where Jaclyn Hill says she's not a liar, and there's literally proof of it in court documents, okay? And she comes out and she says, you know, like, the downfall of my brand was the hardest thing for me, and blah, 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 whatever. It's why I'm not really into makeup anymore. She said it 2 weeks ago. I just showed it in a video, and I have the TikTok to prove it. And then she comes out in this video that she does about this Birkin, and she says that she's always a makeup girl at heart. And I'm like, girl, I'm so confusion, okay? Like, you say, now it's like your lives used to be like 6 months or a year apart, you know? I mean, she done left Twitter 15 times. I'm leaving Twitter for good. Okay, and then she comes back, right? Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Jaclyn's back with another affiliate link. Welcome back. I don't want to be a salesperson. I don't want to be a salesperson on Instagram anymore. I don't want to sell stuff on Instagram anymore and be a sales front, and then everything's a sales front, right? What's interesting to me about this this Instagram thing, or this article, is that all of the tweets that they have of Jaclyn Hill's on here. For example, somebody tweets out this picture, which I've used in 400 thumbnails of mine now. Why is my Jaclyn Cosmetics decaf lipstick lumpy? Jaclyn Hill, this can't be okay, right? And this was one of the things that started all of it online, right? Hill initially replied defensively, tweeting, you post, this is what, these people, none of them have PR people. None of them have PR people. You posted swatches 2 days ago loving the lipsticks. Now you're wondering why it's lumpy. It's obvious this lipstick is used and not fresh from the factory. Like any other lipstick, if you use it over other products, have dry lips, etc., like this can happen. You want to back that statement up, Jaclyn Hill? 5 years later, you want to back that up, girl? Back it up? Hill's tweet prompted backlash from fans who accused the YouTuber of having a snarky tone. She deleted the initial tweet, later admitting that it seemed much more harsh than it seemed. It sounded in my mind and was unprofessional, you think? But defended her underlying sentiment. Honest to God, I have not seen any one other person complain about this and take my reviews very seriously. Do you though, girl? Okay. Oh, my Lord in heaven above. My battery died. My husband texted me that he's coming home from the mall. And my lipstick, it's like burnt cookies. I need to bake it a little bit longer. Hold on a second. So anyway, I done lost my place and all this kind of stuff. Okay, let's get in here. So Jaclyn Hill, she's like responding to this stuff, right? She's talking, what is she saying here? Honest to God, I have not seen one other person complain about this, and I take my reviews very seriously. Oh, you do, girl? You take your reviews very... What about them 6 scientists? Dr. Dumb and Dumber, A, B, C, and D. Girl, I would like to meet them scientists. Did you ever meet them, girl? Did you take them out to Oysters in Tampa? I would like to meet those scientists. I would like Jaclyn Hill to do a video. She paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for scientists to make sure that that would never happen again, okay? I just have to, like, tell you, like, this is kind of so funny to me. Like, for me, the word scientist, the fact that she uses, I don't know, like, at the time, everybody was, like, notepads. Like, oh, my God, she has, like, scientists and stuff like that, right? You know, like, back in the day, when people would, like, you'd call somebody and they'd be like, oh, I'm very busy, I have to take a meeting. Like, meeting became, like, a joke. The joke meeting became, like, a joke, right? Like, does anybody know what I'm talking about? Okay, so, like, I feel like that way with scientists. Like, she just pulled that word out of her ass. Like, I hired 6 scientists. What kind of scientists were they, girl? Well, did they have science projects in 7th grade? What were their science projects, girl? Were they making volcanoes out of bath bombs? I mean, girl, who were these scientists? Okay, I would like to see a video where Jaclyn Hill's holding her palette and the other arm's like this, like Vanna White, and she's like introducing my 6 scientists. I would love to see that video because remember she came out and she said that she was gonna share with you all the information that, with you, not with me. That wasn't for the drama channel. She was going to share with her audience, okay, the information that she found out that happened so that it never happened again. That was her way out of all of this, remember? She's never come out and addressed that since. In fact, what she said is, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm a phoenix rising from the ashes. What about them 6 scientists, girl, on that brand that you didn't own, okay? This is where, like, these people, they truly do need to call me up, okay? If I were Jaclyn Hill at this point, listen, she don't give a fuck, okay? She don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck. Oh, my Lord, I started cussing so bad. I was like, no, I gotta stop. But anyway, she don't give a fuck. I did it again. But anyway, if I were Jaclyn Hill, that's where I would get on video and I would hit record and I'd be like, listen, everyone wants to know about this brand. I own that brand. I did. She did. She owned that brand. She owned her for 10 days, okay? I went down to the courthouse, well, LegalZoom. I got on my computer on LegalZoom and I filed for Jaclyn Cosmetics LLC and then I then sold it to Forma Brand, okay, because Linda at Murphy. Now, Linda done pissed me off because they ain't keeping my brand no more. That's why I'm coming out and I'm dissing Morphe now. But no, that wasn't my fault. Those lipsticks, they were not my fault. No, I was just paid a contractual fee to be the pretty face of Jaclyn Cosmetics. Y'all wanted me to come out. It's not like she's going to lose 100,000 people over it. I don't even know why. People are like, oh, there's NDA. There ain't no NDAs over that. Jaclyn Hill owns the right to her intellectual rights. I don't think people understand that. Like, that's her intellectual rights. Her business is her intellectual rights, okay? She owns, like, I know for a fact, because I've seen the court documents, Jaclyn Hill was the one that filed for Jaclyn Cosmetics LLC. She owned that LLC. So for Forma Brands to use it, she had to sell it to Forma Brands, okay? And they owned Jaclyn LLC, right? She was the one that originally signed for it. So if that's the case, okay, then Jaclyn should just come out. I'd be like, if it were me, I don't give a fuck. Be like, listen, no, I owned it for 5 days. I did. I owned it for 2 hours, and then Linda sent me a check, girl. I done bought, how do you think I bought them in Birkins? Off of YouTube views? Oh no, girl, YouTube's never been that good to me. I don't post videos that much anyway unless I'm trying to sell something. I bought them Birkins, okay, off that check that Linda Morphe gave me. I just call her Linda Morphe. Linda whatever from Morphe. But anyway, so now she's like, oh, Linda's just fine, all that kind of stuff. That's what I would say in that video. I'd be like, or I'd come out and be like, no, girl. And there were no scientists. They told me to say that. I'd be spilling the beans left and right. These people, I don't know why they don't do it when everybody knows the truth behind the scenes anyway, you know? This is what really went down, okay? It was Forma's fuck up, okay? Jaclyn was the face of Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the truth. This is how it had to have gone down, okay? Is that Jaclyn was the face of Jaclyn Cosmetics. Forma Brand owned Jaclyn Cosmetics at that time. She had sold Jaclyn Cosmetics to them, okay? Then Jaclyn Cosmetics, where she went to go and be like, oh, I like that color, let's call it Judy, and I like that color, and let's call it Sally. And she got to do all that. They let her do all that kind of stuff, because she's the face of it, right? And then she can get on there and go, it's mine, it's my face, it's my brand. She was the face of it, okay? But she wasn't the one in laboratories, even though she showed herself with hairnets and all that kind of stuff. She didn't have no clue, okay? You put Jaclyn Hill, she could pack a box, maybe. We'll put her picture on there and something like that. She showed herself in the packing some boxes, but she don't know how to do any of that kind of lipstick stuff, trust me, okay? That is on Forma Brands, right? That's on Forma Brands. Forma Brands don't own Jaclyn Cosmetics anymore. Jaclyn don't own Jaclyn Cosmetics anymore. Jaclyn Cosmetics is defunct, okay? It is done. It is over. It is never to be seen again. She was going to buy it. She would have bought it from Forma Brands. They offered it to her. She said that in her video. She didn't want to do it herself, okay? So if that's the case, then it's over. There is no NDA anymore that's going to hold her to not talking about the truth. I do not understand. If I were Jaclyn Hill, I'd be like, I do not give a fuck. I am going to come out. These people have, like, come for me over... I'd be like, that was not on me, okay? Yes, I had an NDA at that time. Yes, I was in a contract because I wanted to own a business so bad. Do you guys not understand what it's like to come from nothing and all of a sudden have somebody, like, want this $1 million brand? I wanted that. I wanted my name on it. Forma was willing to give that to me, and all I had to do was be the face. And I'm stupid. I was foolish, and I fell for it. And I was the one that had to get in the video and take responsibility for it, right? They told me, say it's a family-owned business. Say it says. I did everything I was told to do. And I feel stupid for it now, and I've taken the fall for it, but I ain't taking the fall for it no more. If I were Jaclyn Hill, that's what I would get in a video and say. Straight up, that's what I get in a video and say. But she doesn't. She gets in videos and she keeps on saying that she's the CEO of a makeup company that was so upsetting to her that she don't even like makeup anymore. And 2 weeks later, she's trying to sell makeup because she's always been a makeup girl. She don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. I am so confusion of the world. It does not make any sense to me, okay? So, anyway. But I don't think Jaclyn's trying to get a Birkin out of all this kind of stuff. I think she's trying to get more attention, all this kind of stuff. So, anyway, when you go in here, though, what's interesting about some of this is the tweets that she put out at that time. They put them at the very end of this article. Where is it at? She said, if any of you are receiving lipsticks like this, please know that this is not hair. My factory used brand new white gloves and do quality... Well, we already know about the gloves, okay? So you put this tweet out, and now we know that the gloves were bad, okay? It was the gloves problem. In rare circumstances, some lipsticks were exposed to high temperatures or the raw materials. This is where she shouldn't have been tweeting any of this stuff out, okay? She should have come out with a video introducing my 6 scientists, where she came out and she should have hired them 6 scientists to find out what happened and report it. That actually probably, well, that means Forma Brand never hired the 6 scientists, or I think a lot of people don't think what I've always thought is maybe the 6 scientists found out something bad. Maybe it was that it was the lab that everybody told her she shouldn't use to begin with, that she chose to use, or Forma chose to use, or whoever chose to use, that they went with, okay, and then she couldn't defend that. And they never did hire 6 scientists, okay? Or they hired 6 scientists, and the 6 scientists found out that there was something problematic, and she didn't want to share that. And Forma Brand told her she couldn't share that. I mean, this is why it's so interesting to me that she wouldn't come out. If it were me, I'd be like, no, I'm telling the truth on this, okay? There is freedom in telling your truth, Jaclyn Hill. You need to come out and just... That's where... And then she's like, but people call me a liar. They've been calling you a liar for a long time, okay? I want to thank you all for unbiased feedback on my lipstick collection, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Every comment or concern that has been, really, girl? Because you haven't acted that way through the years. You've been pissed about it. I'm so sorry if the product you received was anything less than perfect. If you are unsatisfied, my team and I are working very hard, and by our team, she means Forma, are working very hard on finding out exactly what is causing the grittiness and bumpy lecture on some of my lipsticks. I am sorry to see some of you dissatisfied with my product. I will make it right for you and learn from the mistake. That's a promise. That was from June 8th, which is that today? That's tomorrow, 2019. So we're 5 years out from Lipstickgate. She's still selling stuff online. She's doing just fine, okay? But we still haven't got no answers about those lipsticks, all right? This is the problem, okay? I don't think, like when she says in here, my team and I are working very hard about this, blah, blah, blah. I am very sorry to see some of you dissatisfied with my product. The thing you have to realize with that statement is that I think that statement is 100% true. I think she was very upset that people were dissatisfied with her product, okay? I think whenever she's talking about Jaclyn Roxanne, or she's talking about a collab that she's done and people are disappointed with the product, I think she's 100% very honest when she says that she's upset that people are dissatisfied with the product. But Jaclyn Hill knows deep down inside that what the product has always been has not been a lipstick, has not been an affiliate code. The product has never been a collab or a blush or anything like that, or a concealer, or even a lip gloss. The product has always been Jaclyn Hill. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.